It's time.
All right. Good evening, everybody. I do apologize for not streaming this afternoon. Real life. Sammy's starts school tomorrow, the whole 9 yards. Plus, and it might be hard to tell because you can maybe seeing the stream a little bit differently than normal. I am in my new gaming throne provided to me by my lovely wife. It is exceptionally comfortable. So today we got some TB on 2 accounts, but first things first, I want to scope out what I'm going to be up against in GAC. A 1.138 million account with Darth Revan, CLS unlocked, 2 Zetas. All right. Oh, he's even got a Datacron. Look at that. How's his ships? Okay. All right. So this is what we are looking at. A very odd arena team. Custos Vanitatis. Okay. Hey, Graxy. Yeah, I'm kind of debating. He's got a Relic CLS. Kind of debating putting this somewhere else. Yes, 100%, man. I've had a hell of a busy day. I could use a funny story. Uh-oh. I think I can see where this is going. Oh no. Yeah, I do not agree with the I think the in-between periods. So like we're in a setup phase. You should be able to adjust mods and other stuff as needed right now. Day of, like once the actual offensive kicks off, then lock us out, but then once we're in between rounds. Dude, that's good, Graxy. That's good. That's good. I mean, dude, I don't even know how many times I have gone into a GAC without mods, like a missing mod on a character. Oh man. Oh jeez. I mean, I don't control the ads, Edrin. Like, unless I manually run them, I have no control over it. So I apologize for that, but there's nothing I can do on that end, other than apologize to you. So I hope that's hope my apology is sufficient. You know, I'm not a giant fan of the ads being a thing either, but I mean, one, they do support me. I get pennies for every person that watches them, and you know, Twitch needs them to survive, and it's also probably their way of trying to push people into buying the whatever the premium subscription to Twitch is that lets you skip ads. You know, same as YouTube, anywhere else. Except I don't think Twitch lets you. You just got Turbo. Yeah, you can either you can get Twitch Turbo to skip ads or sub to a channel, and you won't see the ads on that channel. So, I do apologize though. I do apologize. I really do. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, and you know, the revenue isn't much for me. So like, getting subs is where the revenue is. Yeah. When if you so like, Nerbus has Turbo, I still get ad revenue even though he's skipping the ads. Sure, let's give this a try. Don't you aren't you able to subscribe with like Amazon Prime or something like that at a cheaper or lowered rate? I just know every now and again, like I'll see somebody has subbed with Prime. Um, oh, look at that! I should tell my wife to use her sub on my channel. Hey, honey, is your Amazon Prime linked to your Twitch account? You need to go and do that because it lets you do a free sub every month. So you can you could just perpetually subscribe to my channel and make me a little more money. Oh yeah. I honest to God, I couldn't imagine life without Amazon Prime. Like the free shipping alone is just epic. I mean, we probably order. I mean, I have monthly subscribe and saves through Amazon, and then we probably do independent orders at least twice a week. Yeah, we use Amazon Prime a lot. Hang on, I need to turn on some air in my house. It is just absolutely cooking in here. We haven't run the air all day. We had the windows open because it was nice and cool outside, but everything's buttoned up now, so we need some cool air. There we go. That'll help. I've so several people have rated the channel, and when they have, they've given out gift subs. So now whenever I rate a channel, I also give out a gift sub. Um, that's just so that's the limit of my spending on Twitch. Oh, and bits, I guess. I buy bits because I like to cheer whenever I'm watching people. And that's just because there's no distribution centers in your country. We have an Amazon DC like not even an hour from my house. Well, a little over an hour from my house, I guess, depending on which way you take to get there. But I mean, but even we have long delivery times from time to time. Like we just bought a couch on Amazon, one of those ones that comes in like 7, 8, or 9 boxes or whatever, and then you put it together. We just got one of those because we had a nice couch that broke, um, that we bought from what I always assumed, just based on the number of stores and how nice they are, was a very reputable company. But everything I've bought from this company has been absolute garbage. Um, so we had bought one of their higher end couches when we first moved into our home after we had Sam, and it broke immediately. They fixed it. It broke again. They fixed it. It broke again. They fixed it. And after the fourth break in 2 years, I was just like, no, you're taking this couch back. And they're like, we're not taking it back. And so I like went through this whole thing disputing their credit card and, you know, like just everything to be like, no, they sold me a lemon. Like they sold me a junky piece of shit. Like look at how many times they've had to fix it. Oh yeah, yeah. Although I am impressed with how quick customs actually can move. I'm a Transformers collector, so like there's some Transformers you can only get from Asia. So I'll buy one on Asia and it'll have to ship from over there. And I mean, they usually give me like, oh, it'll be, so like if I ordered one today, they would probably say like September 15th through October 20th something. And it'll usually get here before that September 15th date is hit. Yeah, I've bought a couple couches online, a couple pieces of furniture. 4-star bounty hunters only. Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, actually, so my wife picked out the couch and bought it, and it's not bad. It's not bad. It was very easy to put together. It's very comfortable. It's very nice. It's very big. Yeah, the whole put it together, order it and put it together thing is fairly new over here. It's just within the last few years that it's been happening, but yeah, this is the first time we've ordered a put together one, or one that you have to put together yourself. And it was, honest to God, it could not have been easier. It could not have been easier. It was really straightforward and simple. It was mostly unboxing it and then clipping everything together. I mean, it was not bad at all. And then letting like the cushions and stuff were like vacuum sealed in bags, and so we had to open the bags and let them kind of reinflate. I really need to get the Zetas onto Bosk so he doesn't lose taunt every 5 seconds. What do you mean you think you're too broke to, Oh, you need to buy credits through Hotbot to do all this stuff? Oh, credits, in-game credits. Got it. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I'll check them out. Yeah, I'll check them out, man. I have no problem. You know, if we've got him, I don't think we really need another tank. Let's see how this does. What? I am at 450 million on my main account, and broke as fuck on this one. Yeah, I'll get you out here in like 20 seconds, man. As soon as this battle's done, this TB is over with. Oh, you bastards. You counterattacking little pricks. I need to get the Zeta on no escape to get these guys that stealth too. So if I went through like all the mods I have, like I've got a bunch of grays sitting in my account, which I won't touch until until I'm full. Basically, that's whenever I get full, I go through and I start clearing out mods by leveling them, and then if I get a certain speed roll, I keep, and then if I don't, I dispose of. Yep. So when that happens, I usually end up spending many, many millions because when you're done selling, yeah, you're never going to recoup what you put into mods, and then I mean, at best, you're going to end up with, depending on how many mods, of course, that you're over. I mean, you're not going to end up with that many good mods. If you do 100, you might end up with 10 to 15 that are worth keeping, and the rest just get trashed. All right, we'll head over to the main account now, and we'll get going. We'll check out my GAC opponent there real quick, and then we'll head to TV. I mean, I'm at the point now mods have to have a certain amount of speed on them, and the calibration thing is never became what I wanted it to be. Like I don't mind the concept of the calibration, but it's just like Datacrons. It's a slot machine. Is the roll that you're looking for going to come up, or are you going to go broke? It's one of those. It's just one of those. I think they should let you pick, and then the quality should be random. I don't like both the quality and the pick. Both being random are just not ideal. Oh, and my day reset. But I won't make you guys watch me do dailies. That's dull AF. What do we got going on here? Oh, all right. Let's take a look at you, Grax. Um, 8675309. Nice. I think when his Kron's released, I moved a bunch of mods around and I got mine up to like 582. But yeah, that's going to be as fast as most Kenobis, which means, I mean, you're always going to be fast enough if you take this up against a Kenobi Kron to stun that cat, but yeah, you want him fast. Hot Utils likes 267. I wonder what their algorithm is. It's probably an aggregate of like, I wonder if they pull their data from from like SWGOH.gg and make their determination from there, like what's best. That's interesting that Hot Utils likes that speed though. That's very. It'd probably be mad at my mods because like I bulked up my cat speed when when the obvious thing to mirror match Kenobi is whoever's got the faster cat's gonna win, right? How fast is your Piet? He could be a little faster. I'm not gonna say I agree with what Hot Utils had you do here, but he could be a little faster. But you have, where's your, do you have, oh, you don't. Yeah. But your Piet's just going, who's your Piet going with? You don't use him? Yeah, okay, fair enough. He's just your fleet commander, so you just have good mods on him to, you just have good mods on him for the fleet command bonus. Palpmar Vader. Oh, okay. Palpmar Vader, because no Star Killer yet. Yeah, I mean, honest to God, his best use nowadays is in an Empire team and not Imperial Troopers, but an Empire team. How's your speed here? 272 isn't bad for him. That's not bad at all. What's your Palp at? 246. Now, where's your Mara? Let me find Mara. We'll just... Okay, that's great. That's a good speed. I mean, I've seen faster, but mine's right in there. But yeah, no, that's a fantastic speed for Mara. Yeah, no, I mean, as long as she's above, I mean, I think for characters like her, 300 is probably the lowest threshold you ever want to even think about coming close to. Decent speed for fifth brother. That's not horrible. And especially considering those are, those aren't even 6-dot mods. So you've got a lot of growth potential there. And ninth sister, I mean, as long as you got all the... Yeah. Pretty good. And that's pretty fast for even a ninth sister. Oh, fifth's a good character. He's a very good character. And, I mean, you're going to need him to unlock GI so you can unlock Reva one day. So, I mean, there's zero harm in any of that. Good. That's a nice speed on Bosk. Mine's a little bit faster. But mine's only that fast, and I mean, I could honestly probably pull some of his better mods to other characters, because back when I modded him, I haven't changed his modding, but I had him with Bounty Hunter. I had him with Zam for her Omicron. Yeah, Bounty Hunters are awesome. Bounty Hunters are awesome. But yeah, I had his speed jacked up. So with Zam, with her Omicron and GAC, I had her super fast and him super fast. So like he was like with her bonuses, he was at like 350 or just something absolutely stupidly insanely quick for Bosk. And then you get his payout and he gets another 50 speed on top of it all. And then if you really wanted to be a tool, you'd throw Jango Fett in the lead. You should get her up and rolling as soon as you can. She, in my opinion, is the best overall bounty hunter. in the game. She's so valuable. So valuable. We're talking like between the grief swarms and then like Mando can call her to assist. You're talking like instant contract. How's your Qui-Gon speed? Pretty good. Pretty good with that Omicron. That's pretty amazing. 30 times their speed, yeah. And he's got 270 speed. Did you already have Cam or did you buy him in that pack this week? Yeah, I bought him on my other account. Yeah, those two light spy, those two bundles are. I mean, that is a Naboo raid team. You combine like you kick Eth Koth out and throw Cam in with the rest of those guys. You've got a team that can do, you know, depending on how you remod them, can do that. You know, can get you a max score or close to pretty consistently. Yeah, let's look at your HIJ Jedi. Nice. Yeah, you're building a little nuker there. Yeah, get this guy up and going as soon as he can, too. Back from ads. Oh, Jolie Bindo. This guy used to be just an absolute staple. I never use him anymore. And mine's higher relics than that. Mine's like relic 6. Because he's very tanky. You know, he's a pretty thick for a healer. He's a very, very tanky healer. So he was key to my Jedi Knight Revan. But now my Jedi Knight Revan basically lives with JML. So he's just kind of on the sidelines, being old and grumpy. But I think that's going to change. I think that's going to change next year or so. As soon as they decide to do something with Revan in the game. Which, I mean, it's kind of weird that they didn't, because we're like 21 years since the release of Knights of the Old Republic, and they didn't do anything anniversary wise in the game like they've been doing for the movies. So that's a little curious. I'm wondering why, but yeah, dude, it's looking good. It's looking good. That night, mine's faster, but you know, mine's also in, you know, all 6-dot mods. But that's a great speed. That's a great speed for these mods, for having 2 grays and a blue. That's a great speed. Good protection. Oh, I didn't look at your Hux. Nice. Good speed. Good speed. Yeah, dude, looks good. And this was all done by Hot Utils, you say? Oh, we did it. We got the 265 crate. We went up a crate. Woo! Getting paid. All right, let's. Lord Darkon. All right. Pretty standard, really. bigger account than me. Not a single R9 GL. R9, R9, R8. Yeah, Womprat said he would help me out with hot utils at some point. He took his Luthien to R3, gave him an Omicron already. I didn't touch mine. Didn't touch mine at all. So we'll have to, I'm sure that's going to end up on defense. We're going to have to take a nice long look at that. Yeah, on offense with Mon Mothma, he apparently can. They suspect he's going to be able to take out Rey, but it's hard to say. You know, she doesn't really. You know, she doesn't really. Ben is the one with the Omicron, and you know it is what it is. But she can really ramp if you're not careful. She's just not going to care. So, yeah, I mean, I look to see what their stuff is looking like, only just to kind of get an idea. But pretty much every account, when you're in Kyber, probably even from 3 on up now, looks like this. You know, everything's unlocked, everything's got decent relics. Aha. This is a big one to look at. Relic level on Assassin is a big deal. This relic level being higher or lower can win you or cost you the fight. Even as dumb as Leviathan is on defense, it can still be a big liability. Well, Saw on defense, Mon Mothma on offense is kind of the kind of seems to be the thought process behind it. Saw's not horrible. But yeah, Saw on offense is not great, but on defense, for whatever reason, he can be a threat. All right, well, I'll have to deal with my defense after the fact. Let's go battle some territories. You know, I see zero reason to not just jump right in and handle this. 4 of 6. Why are we dropping? So my guild uses the scribe method of, you know, huge defense on Seer and potency on Jedi Knight Cal. So he can land his debuffs. And ever since implementing this, I have not lost a single time. Now, I'll probably lose now because I'm saying that, but yeah, double checking to make sure it took. Yeah, probably. So you always pass turn, first thing to her. And that's why you do potency, to land those debuffs. And so I always just kill whoever's the healthiest. So happens to be the guy that was taunting. Hold on, what's up, Grax? Your last opponent last GC did a Treya mirror. Who the hell does a Treya mirror? How is Treya mirror a thing? Huh, I've never once. I mean, I also haven't seen a Trey on defense in a minute. All right, and that's the W. And there you go. Yeah, I have not seen a Trey on defense in forever. All right, let's fix these mods back up, and then we can just dive into the rest of the dealio. Interesting. I mean, what was... I assume you said... Would you have the First Order or his Kron? I'm a little concerned that my mom might be missing that mod in GAC. I mean, it's not going to be fatal, but I'm a little concerned. Let's go take a look real quick. And this is all changing anyways, so... Yep. Bummer. It happens. This is why I hate mods. Hate moving mods, hate the whole damn thing. I wonder what I pulled. Like what I did to pull that mod off of him. I mean, I've always used the SF cron on defense, so I don't think there's a wrong answer. I mean, it's definitely you have more of a nuke out threat with his cron than with the SF cron, but yeah, I don't think you can go wrong either way. But hey, those crons are going to be going bye bye very very soon. 2 weeks, I think. Whenever the next, 9-4. Yeah, 2 weeks. Whenever we get the new, Conquest. I'm wondering what they're gonna do. Because this is definitely a direction. Well, I mean, I don't think they're looking at it the right way. It's not that it's not going to be countered in a mirror. It's forcing you to use that mirror. It's making you pull away that resource that could be used somewhere else. That's why it's a smart defense. And if your opponent doesn't have that cron, which I know at a certain level, most people have all the crons. But if you're going into a GAC and your cat is slower than your opponent's cat, You don't put JMK on defense. You can't. You're setting it up to be taken out by another JMK. I don't. I think he might be the stupid. I don't think he's trolling. I think he's stupid just because he's not looking at the full picture. Some of the point of defensive placements in this game is just to potentially draw out a counter that would be more ideal used elsewhere. So you're trying to get them to use that counter so they can't use it against something else. Oh boy, I'm excited. Well, yeah, you can definitely use C against that team, but it's not like if you're throwing C, you're gambling on whether or not you can get your ultimate off in time to kill their cat. Because if that doesn't happen, you're fucked, and you're wasting your C. Oh, you bastard. No, C can counter it, but it's a gamble. Your C has to be fast. It has to be thick. You need to bring in GBA. Like I mean, I've seen Arnold do it a handful of times. Like it's not it's a known thing, but it's also more of a desperation move. You know, where you don't have anything else. It can be done. It 100% can be done. It's not a surefire counter. If that was a surefire counter, here, hang on a second. We're gonna here. We're gonna take a break from the action for a minute, and we are going to pull up. We're gonna pull up SWGOH.gg. Okay, coming on over. We'll have it up for you in just a second. And there you go. Okay, this is the current season. Now that we have data. If this was a surefire counter, it would be the only counter you're seeing on this first page. It would be one of the only counters you're seeing on this second page. And hold on, we'll find a C. There it is. There it is. There's 118 examples with a 50% win rate at a 26.93 per average banner. If that's what that person, and look at this Frankenstein of a team. Watt, GBA, I mean, No. So we are down. We did how many tables? 1, 2, 3. It's on the 4th table down. It's the 39th out of 40th example. Oh, no, I'm just telling you. Like, tell the idiot that. Or tell the idiot this. Like, it is, out of all the examples given of the current season, it's the 39th out of 40th, and it's got a 50%. It's got a horrible, 50%. It's a cleanup. It's a 50% win on cleanup, even. With that low of a banner average, this is a cleanup throw. Pippi, stop clawing the new couch, baby girl. Yeah, look at that. 26.93 and a 50%. Yeah, this is 100% a cleanup attempt. Good. You guys got academics. And then, look, we can hop down to season 54. And still looking for the surefire C's. We're seeing Bane because I think the Bane Crown was still a thing. Oh, there it is. 50%, 26.95. Yeah, that guy is... He's either intentionally trolling or he's just full of shit. But... Anyway. Back to the matter at hand. Their name is Shitstorm? Okay. Ask them what they thought about the Acolyte. The people are not taking the cancellation of the Acolyte well. Yeah, they have to be trolling. They have to be. There's no alternative. They have to be an absolute troll. Sam, are you going to bed? Is tomorrow the first day of school? Are you excited? Sammy, come around. Give me a hug. Oh, you're going to give me a hug like that? Okay, come here. Love you, buddy. Have a good night. First day of 2nd grade tomorrow. Whoa. Today, to me, is the only fun day on the Dark Side Worlds. Oh, it's always a gamble. Who's going to die first, Maul or him? Looks like we won that round. And don't bother. We follow guild instructions around here. I mean, they don't care if we throw it at it and we try, but we don't star Geonosis on day 2. We just preload. So we're not super concerned about the points on the planet today. All right, Graxy, I'll be here. Boom. Best sound effect. Maybe in Star Wars history, it's right up there with lightsabers. That's for damn sure. I remember seeing that seeing Attack of the Clones in the theater, and that was just like the greatest thing to hear, and state of the art sound in 2002 or 3 or whatever year it was, 2002, I think. Here it is again. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. You missed a highly captivating fleet battle. All right, we'll put this on auto and relax for a minute. So Sammy on occasion has some very bad bouts of insomnia. He woke up at 3 o'clock this morning and did not go back to sleep. So I came out and sat with him in the living room, and we just put on Bob's Burgers on TV because that's like our standard. Like we're not watching anything specific, so we just have something rolling, and it's Bob's Burgers, and he loves it. And him and I sat there until my wife woke up to start getting ready for her day at like 6:30, and then she let me sleep till about 10. So yeah, I'm not on much sleep myself. I'm very exhausted. And then yeah, we had a bunch of rushing around getting ready for the first day of school, and then my chair showed up today, so I had to get that assembled. So yeah, there wasn't going to be any streaming until I had everything done, and then dinner, and we had to give Sam a haircut, and just one thing after another today. But I like streaming the Zepho mission anyways, and I wouldn't have been able to do it at my normal time today anyways. So I mean, Graxy, the good news for you is we'll be done here in 10 to 15 minutes. Yes, I did get the chair. It's got massage, but I have a bad feeling the massage will get picked up by the microphone. Let's find out. Oh yeah, it's getting picked up for sure. It's got a cup holder, but the cup holder is like that. It's like that. It's like a mini can of Pringles. Like I can't put any beverage in that. Like it would have to be a very specifically shaped short like coffee mug with a lid. But yeah, I got the chair. We got it ordered. It's been a big furniture week for us. We got our new couch, got that put together. Who do I want to do here? I think SLKR. I think I have that full team. Yeah. We got that Hondo fight to worry about. Yeah, I'm not an amazing sleeper either. In America, we have a product, and I'm sure it's all over the world. I don't know what its legality is in other places around the world, but I'm not anti-marijuana. I'm just not a pot smoker. But we can get gummies made from what's called Delta 9 THC legally in 49 states in the United States. They don't. I think Idaho is the only state that doesn't allow it. So we get those delivered to the house, every couple of months, big bag of it. They last a while, but unless I take one of those, I rarely sleep well. But I take one of those if I need a good night's sleep and I need to go to bed and fall asleep. I pop one of those, and within about 2 hours, I will be ready for bed. But yeah, unless I do that, there's no such thing as a good night's sleep for me. Unless I get so physically exhausted that my body just is like, screw you, I'm taking over. But I have to position myself very specifically, because I've got this issue with my damaged lung. I don't think I've ever really talked about that. I have a little bit, but I had a non-cancerous growth on my left lung about 10 years ago that they had to surgically remove, and when they went in to do that, they broke all the ribs on that side, and they trimmed them to get them to fuse back together. I was in rough shape for a very long time after that surgery. But my left lung functions just not well. It's more or less scar tissue at this point. So I have all kinds of breathing issues now that I never had prior. And I have to, and I have a constant pain, pretty much constant pain. That if, I have to position myself very, very carefully. Yeah, see, I do too because of my breathing issues. I'll just cough. Like during COVID, people avoided me because I would just cough. But it was like, it has nothing to do with COVID. It has to do with the fact that I have a damaged lung, and I cough all the time anyways because it's never going to stop trying to heal, but it's just nothing but scar tissue basically. So if I don't position myself well, I just cough horribly all the time. So, but if I take the Delta 9 THC gummy, I guess it relaxes me enough. I'm not real sure about the science on it, but it relaxes me enough to where maybe I just don't cough. I'm not 100% sure, but it's the only thing I can do other than like if I do like a heavy dose of NyQuil. I don't know. It's just I'm not a great sleeper. And my wife hates me. She thinks I'm a psychopath when I say this, but honest to God, if sleep wasn't a physical requirement, I wouldn't do it. I think it's a waste of time. But we have to sleep or we go insane, so I sleep. It is not one of my favorite activities. All right, let's see how the RNG does for us today. Hey, we did it this time. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great, but I mean, I will say though, 100%. Sleeping obviously is incredibly important, and if you don't have a nice bed, it's one of the best things you can do for yourself. Invest in a good bed. They make all the difference in the world. Okay, so now we're getting to what, in my opinion, is the most annoying part of the light side. Having to deal with the endless ranks of Imperial troopers, but we'll have fun with it. We will manage to find some joy in doing this. Da, 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 da. I'm pretty sure my Hoda is in platoons. Nah, we won't use you. Wait, hang on a second. Isn't there a Jedi only node? And I'm about to use my... Yeah, I'm about to use it on the wrong... About to use all my Jedi on the wrong place. Yeah, it's more about the mattress. I mean, we bought a new mattress a couple years ago. Because my wife had the same one. Like, she had a big California king, so she didn't want to part with that. But we got a mattress from Nectar, and I was like, well, we're gonna need a new frame. She's like, no, we're not. No, we're not. So we get rid of the old mattress, the old box spring. We get this new Nectar one. Doesn't need a box spring. It's just a big, thick thing. So it came in a box that was probably that wide and maybe 5.5, 6 feet long. Oh yeah, no, that's a horrible feel. I grew up with a mattress like that. I grew up pretty poor, so I had the same mattress for probably 15 years, if not longer. It's just just make it work, deal with it. But yeah, no, I had that problem for a long time too. So it's it was one of those mattresses that comes vacuum packed in the whole 9 yards. So we take it out of the box. We cut the thing so it starts expanding back to its original shape, and like 1.5 feet of it's hanging over the bottom of the bed frame because my wife had a California queen or California king, whatever it's called, and she got a standard king, so it was like 8 inches of it hanging off of the bottom. So we had to buy a new frame, and then she was like, just get a basic frame, it'll be fine. And so we found one that we thought was okay, and it was fine, it worked. But during Amazon Prime days, we decided to upgrade to a better one, and it's on a hydraulic lift, so you have storage. Like, it's walled off completely, but it's got hydraulics, so you lift on a handle on the bottom, and the whole mattress lifts up, and you've got nothing but storage underneath the bed frame. It's pretty sweet, and it looks really nice. It looks modern. She's really happy. So yeah, we're finally, after a couple of years, sleeping properly again. Well, I think we're gonna end up keep having this Nectar mattress for a good long while. I did tell my wife, though, the next time we buy a bed, we're gonna spend the money and get like one of those Sleep Number deals with like where you can adjust. You can make the beds go tilt up and down or whatever, and then adjust the mattress to your firmness. So it's like a 2-chamber deal, I guess, is how it pans out. But yeah, I told her we're going that route just because we're getting older. Sleep's more important. Like, I don't sleep well anyways, and anything that can be done to make sleep better. And I think we're going to get one of those ones with like the, you can get like cooling systems. Oh, Hippo. Oh, you had to buy a new computer? I'm sorry, brother. Oh, geez, that's obnoxious. Oh. Oh, that sucks. So does that mean no, you're not going to be able to stream until Thursday at the earliest? Well, that's something, I guess. It's also something I don't do. Like, I don't make videos and upload them. I just live stream. Maybe I should think about it. But our YouTubers, our streamers, you know, we've got a really good we've got a good group, you know, between obviously Arnold and Scribe and Bit Dynasty and Calvin Awesome and Hippo, and you know, a lot of people do a lot of good videos. It just be like, do I really need to make, you know, short or long form YouTube instructional videos? Like, maybe if one of those guys gives it up, like, you know, AP Gaines left, but Rabid Beaver is kind of hopping in and filling that void. But, you know, like, if Arnold ever hangs it up one day, like, maybe then I would think about it. I don't know why Arnold would hang it up, but I mean, I think I would enjoy it too. Oh, my VODs are on a YouTube channel, Grax. I multi-stream to YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. So it's available live on all three of those. But I don't think I get much traction on either. I do know, like, if I'm in my OBS and I can see that there are 8 people watching, but if I go to Twitch, it'll tell me there's 5. So that means I do have people on YouTube, or son of a bitch, I accidentally closed all my windows. Did not mean to do that. That's an easy fix. But that means I have people on other sources watching. But yeah, YouTube just hasn't gained me much traction. Part of the issue I'm having with YouTube is I will, you know, like, I'll set up the stream title and all that in all the different sources, and it shows it being the active stream title. I'll shoot it all, you know, I'll do the stream and then I'll go and check YouTube, like, because I'll slap thumbnails on certain things, and the titles don't update. Like, my information pushing through to YouTube isn't counting for whatever reason, and so I end up unlinking YouTube, then relinking YouTube, and then it'll work for a little bit, and then it'll break again. So I mean, honest to God, I kind of ignore my YouTube. But my YouTube is probably going to be used more thoroughly here in the future. My brother and I want to start a podcast, like a video podcast sort of thing. And we'll do live and VOD, but I think YouTube might be the primary spot for that. So I don't have Rolo today because she's in platoons. So we're just gonna. So we'll just do a traditional, semi-traditional linear. I like Chupio on this team. He's fun. You can blind a robot and they miss their little detonation. Look at that. Did you see that damage? That's why I use Chupio in TV. I know. So I just bought a system. It's nothing fancy. At some point, probably within the next year or two, I'm going to see how it's holding up. I want to upgrade my monitors. My monitors are extremely basic. And they're very small. And, like, they're only 1080p. So I want to upgrade that because, you know, I want the higher resolution for this. But when I first decided I was going to be a streamer, I was using a, like, $200 laptop. And I'm like, that lasted all of like a week, and then I was like, I need to get a real computer and I need a dual monitor set up so I can have the game going and I can see the chats and I can see all that. Like, so yeah, a good computer was my first, was like an absolute priority. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't spend that much on this whole setup. In fact, this is refurbished. Yeah, Womp, he's the fucking best, you know? He's the fucking best. He was the first guy that found my channel, and like, you couldn't ask for a better person. Like, out of all the people to randomly find my Twitch channel and rate it and come and hang out and be supportive, it's Womp, who is extremely knowledgeable, insanely nice, and insanely supportive of all of us small streamers. Like, you can't get a better person than that. Thanks, Intel. Yeah, I bought this refurbished deal off of Amazon. It was like $600 for the keyboard, camera, 2 monitors, the whole 9 yards. It's not top of the line, not even close, but it's doing the job I need it to do right now. But I will have to upgrade at some point. Well, want to. It's more of a want to. But like I said, I want better monitors at the very least, bigger, better resolution. Oh, Graxy's making dad jokes over there. All right. So who do I use? Who do I use? I've got Lightside Mandos, I've got Ufus, and I've got JMK. Galactic Republic. I've got Quadme Galactic Republic. So what to do today? Ray will pretty much be devoted to Zepho for almost the rest of TB. Our rotes are very involved. And more so now. We recently had 3 of our larger accounts go to different guilds. Is a blow, but we're rocking with, I think, 48 out of 50 right now. But we still want to try to keep our... We're getting 39 stars consistently for the past few months. We want to keep that going. I don't know when I don't know when the push to go beyond 39 is going to happen. I think they're waiting until maybe all of the Ahsoka requirements are announced before they start asking us to work on tunes for platoons. Because the way, I mean, my guild kind of looks at things a little... Maybe this is how most guilds look at it, but when it's a key character, like her or Jar Jar or whatever, or a GL, they want that to be the priority. And then after that, it's like, okay, now you can go ahead and relegate your cup for territory battle platoon or whatever. All right, well, that's enough stalling on my side. Screw it. I'm just going to jam. Let's just JMK this shit and get it over with, right? Because, I mean, as much as I like being able to use Quadme outside of the Naboo raid, which is basically the only place I ever manually get to use her, they're just not amazing outside of that. Like, if they'd given him a TB Omicron instead of a Conquest Omicron, or maybe she'll get another booster character at some point, like, and if you remember in Conquest, she had like Captain Panaka and like a random Naboo guard with her or whatever. Maybe if they release one of those and they have a TB Omicron, maybe it'll transform her team into something better. But they're not super great. All right, man. Well, we're actually going to be wrapping up pretty soon. So if I don't see you before the stream ends, thanks for stopping in, man. And sorry about your computer, but I hope the replacement is a better situation for you. I absolutely hate this endless rank shit. Like, this battle should not take 15 minutes like it feels like it does, but... Oh, Crosshair. Crosshair, 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 my man. When are you joining the game? Almost there, guys. Almost there. This guy? I don't know, but they need to. We need more Imperial troopers. Oh, I mean, I've Frankensteined mine quite a bit. But yeah, we need more troopers in a very bad way. We know that there's going to be one more person, probably a Thrawn variant coming for Enoch's team. Enoch's team is definitely not complete. You can kind of see that in his kit. There's, and also the kind of the way the team is breaking out. You can just see that Enoch is going to be getting another character, but then we need, honest to God, Piet's best use right now is with Lord Vader, but, what about Veers? If they could put, if you could put Veers under Iden, it wouldn't be a big deal, but there's so many Imperial troopers you can't put under Iden because of her call-outs to prevent it. Yeah, it'd be cool if they did that with. They could do like that's. It kind of makes me wonder if that's what the point of Luthien is kind of testing how that mechanic works out, where you've got a character who functions differently under the leads. Um, 108, 109. Okay, so we'll go ahead and deploy here. But yeah, but the other issue with Crosshair is if he's naturally the best fifth for the Bad Batch, what happens to poor Omega? I think that's one of the things that's holding them up is what happens to Omega. And it's a valid concern. It really is. It's completely valid. She's already left out for, Shaak Ti or, any number of other characters. yeah, I think that might be another part of it is what happens to Omega. And it is valid. It is valid, but simultaneously, like, should that really hold all of it up? But yeah, because we need Crosshair. He's been in rote for how long? And Bad Batch is over now, so we know his fate, you know. But speaking of Imperial troopers, or I guess troopers in general, does anybody know what the progress is on this community event we've been doing? I'm sure there's probably an update in Discord or whatever, or in the forums, but let's see. Let's see what the update section has to say. Let's see. Credit high, Smuggler's Run. Oh, here we go. All right, so we've gotten far enough to get the character name. It is Ezra Bridger Exile, Conquest character. Release date. It's a Conquest character. We know when the fucking release date it's going to be. Unless you're going to make it the first 4-month Conquest. Unbelievable. So yeah, Ezra Bridger Exile. So let's see. Do they mention, is he going to be... I mean... Give us the important information. Is he going to be a requirement for GL Ahsoka? That's the important thing. That's the thing everybody wants to know. Yeah, I mean, we knew he was coming. They told us 3 months ago that he was going to be the new Conquest character after Luthien. And yeah, we'll be able to look at him. He'll be in game in 2 weeks. We'll be able to check him out. So I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings that maybe they're hopefully giving us a little bit of a break from Marquise for a couple of weeks so I can replenish some of my shit, but good God. I'm very bad about remembering to do this. I should have done this hours ago. So yeah, it looks like we're about 80% to the 80% of the way to the no, 6%. We're 6%. So we got at 25%, we got his name and we're at 44% right now. So we're 6% away from the release date, which is 3 months from now. Spoiler alert. And then his kit's at 75%, and then at 100%, we get the bonus Conquest energy and the 2 Omicrons, which is all I give a shit about. I mean, I don't mind them doing community challenges. I think they're fun. I mean, I'm not sad that it's not a new marquee. I need like a 3-week break from marquees. Yeah. Yeah, this is I feel like they're testing it with something that is low consequence. That's kind of my feeling. Is because we knew Ezra was coming, right? So like it's if we don't meet these milestones, it's not going to be a big deal. It's low consequence. And I have a feeling if they're like other games, like Destiny 2 used to do this, they would give us community milestones and you would watch the tracker and you're like, oh, there's no way in hell we're going to complete this. And then all of a sudden, like, the percentages would jump, like, just massively. Like, artificially, the devs were like, oh, shit, we're screwing up. Okay, let's complete it for them. I have a feeling they'll do this sort of thing, too. And then they'll probably adjust to make the milestone thing a little more achievable or a little more obtainable. But I feel like this was a low consequence test balloon. I like the concept. The concept of a community milestone is fun, and it does involve the whole community. Like, you don't need to have certain characters or a certain size roster or anything to participate. You participate passively. I think that's fantastic. But yeah, I'm not taking this thing very seriously at all. I mean, and we know what he's going to look like. You know, beard, red robe, lightsaber that looks like Kanan's. I mean, the thing people are going to be interested in is how many TW or GAC Omicrons is he going to have, and is he a requirement for Ahsoka? I don't think there's any way he's not a requirement for Ahsoka, unless the timing is, oh, you know, here you're getting Ahsoka, and then here you're going to get her booster after the fact. I mean, which is fine, I guess, but. Yep. All right. Well, so I have to do dailies, which, you know, I mean, I don't have a problem streaming, but considering I sim 95% of it, it's not the most engaging content in the history of content. But I'll sit here and chat with you while I'm doing them, and then I got to do my GAC defense. So I got to set some stuff up. So we'll take care of this real fast, and then we will we'll say goodnight. And then tomorrow for territory battles, we have the Mandalore unlock mission and we have the Reva mission. So I'll probably end up streaming. It used to be I would split those into 2 different streams, do a normal GAC or a normal TB stream in the afternoon, and then come back after platoons are filled, because they don't like us doing those missions until the platoons are filled. Yeah, I know. I have to use some of this. I'm gonna beat your system, guys. I'm gonna beat your system. Oh, that is tomorrow too, isn't it? The at just 6 stars. I mean, it only lets you see rewards. I think you could probably do the first couple of nodes, the ones with the shards. You probably do node 1 and 2 would be my guess. Recommended level 75 plus. So yeah, probably the first 2, maybe 3. I mean, we've only this is what, the 3rd time this event's come around. Yeah, I think the first couple. I don't think they require relics until later. But yeah, I have to remember that. I have to remember to stream that too. Yeah, but I mean, it sucks, but it's awesome at the same time because you can farm them as fast as you want, you know, without spending crystals on refreshes. So there is, you know, there's a negative and there's a positive. I hate having to not farm signal data, like when I was farming STAP and whatnot. Like, I was just so annoyed every single day. I am currently, my biggest problems is Chirotech. I am very, very Chiro poor at the moment. Oh, that's right. We did get TB or raid rewards, so I can do some shopping. I don't need to worry about those right now. Go ahead and buy. Yeah, I'm poor on this bronzium and circuit boards too. Those we'll always need. That we will always need at some point. That too. Those. Good God. Oh, yes. Yeah, raise a hungry gal. And just like that, most of my raid rewards are gone. Well, most of that. Most of the get 2. The get 1 lasts for quite a while. Ugh. Never have enough. Like, it just blows my mind every time there's a character unlock and you watch Arnold and he just is like casually sitting on thousands of these individual pieces. Yeah, I lack the. And he's just like, oh, no big deal. And like, he'll have to farm like a green or a blue thing or whatever, you know? But like, he's just sitting on so much of everything. It's how do you get to that point? Because like the character marches, they don't really stop. And I know he's in a better guild and they earn a bunch of stuff, and he's, you know, very smart and very economical and farms hard. But I don't get how he's got as much laying around as he does. But I guess he just hit a point where he was able to get ahead. And I mean, it does feel like the pace of things has increased in the past year and a half, 2 years. So, I mean, in the times when it was slower, perhaps he was just able to stockpile. And, you know, good for him. Good for him. I have, you know, that guy definitely has everything dialed in. 259, 293, 280. Let's just go ahead and farm this stuff for now. Dude, if I could, I would toss you 100 of each. If I could, I would absolutely. What did I do? These, I bought one of these, and I got 50 drops on both of them, which, I mean, at a 6.25% chance, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go out and get a lottery ticket. But yeah, I got the 50 drops on both of them. That's why I have so many. So I spent $20 to. So like, well, that's not a whole lot of circuit boards, but it's definitely more than I would have. And 100 bronzium. I'm like, this pack right here is more worth it than this one. But I bought one of each. But yeah, I pulled 50 of each on both, and so now like my signal data is in a good spot. And we're just gonna do this, and I mean, the only other time I've ever had luck like that with a pack purchase is they did a. I mean, I was swimming in bronziums for a while, and then it was Quadme and Padawan Obi-Wan, and then Master Qui-Gon, and then. But yeah, I was sitting on a decent stockpile. Actually, had I had a pack roll into one of these. I think it was this one. I think it was the middle one where it was like 300 bronzium wiring, and then, you know, the rest of this little smattering of shit for like 1,600, and I was like, yes, please. But I bought, like, there was a $60 version of this pack a while ago. This was like last year that I was just like, I need the Omicrons, but it was like a gamble. It was like you could win between 10 and 20 or, you know, whatever. It was a varying number of these, and I got the highest drop on it, and I was just like, geez, like that was one of the few times where buying something with a potential max drop has worked out. And I don't, because I've been doing all the marquees. So like all this stuff is super, super low. And I'm trying to hoard energy. So where's my... There's one thing I really like to farm, because when you farm it off of normal energy nodes, you get like 100 for like a 20 energy investment, or a 20 roll investment, whatever it is. So like I think it's like 120 energy, and you get like 100 of it's the gray. Yeah, it's like the gray generator thing. This right here. Like you get a ton of this. This is my typical farm, but I'm trying to hoard energy, so I'm not really going after it too hard. And like I'll farm it from here, and it'll give me like 26. Yeah, 16. But then here I'll do a 20 drop. I've got plenty of time to farm. And then yeah, 86. So that would be a typical thing. I think that's all my dailies. Oh, Master Collector. Oh, well, this will work out, because I'll just go to the store and get the free gift, and then it'll make me relog. Oh, it's already mine. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. Okay. Sorry, I have to get the code to log in and get the pack. And then it's going to make me reset. I really wish they would put these web store packs if you have the PC client. I know they're giving us the bonus one, but just put them into the in-game store. Why make me go to my email to get a code? And there it is. There's the reload. Yeah, it's a good drop. I mean, it's a great farm. If I wasn't trying to hoard energy, I could definitely, if I dropped. Well, I also need to farm Kairos, so that's the other side of that coin. But like, if I did a split between, if I would refresh to maybe, get like one of the 100s or two of the one, or I would roll this up higher and spend quite a bit just on those gray ones for a couple of days and then scrap them and then rinse and repeat. But yeah. It is that's the end of the line for tonight, folks. I gotta do my arena defense and then I actually have to get to bed at some point because we have to get up and get Sam on a school bus at 7 in the morning. So it is about that time. But I appreciate you guys showing up here late at night again. Sorry I didn't do my afternoon thing, but with the way territory battle works on these days where we have the special unlocks, I think is actually beneficial for me to do the evening stream as one big whole rather than split it into two little things. So we'll be back tomorrow. I probably will do tomorrow night. I might stream tomorrow afternoon, but just nothing serious. Just kind of sitting around and dinking. Like maybe I'll do, we'll just do the Duel of the Fates manually and just chill and chat and whatnot. And I'll do excuse me, I'll do TB on the alt account. And then we'll come back and do one big. You need to sleep. Night, Graxy. We'll catch you tomorrow, buddy. Have a good evening. So yeah, I'll probably do that. Do the special events here tomorrow, and then do the TB on the other account, and then we'll do all the big stuff here. But yeah, and then Thursday morning we'll kick off Grand Arena as we typically do. So. Anyways, guys, appreciate you being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening. Hope your TBs are going well, and keep farming those trooper nodes so we can find out more about a character we're going to find out about anyways. So, until tomorrow night, guys, or tomorrow. Have a good evening. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You're the best, and we'll see you later.